Hi, I'm Mona, and if you're here, you found Kaleidoscope Dreams Tarot. Today I'm going to do a he and she reading, find out what's going on here. This is for October 21st, 2019, and of course it's timeless, so if you see it at another time, it could resonate with you at that time. Also, I'd like to thank all my new subscribers, and hello to my old ones. Thank you guys for being here with me. Thank you, thank you. So I think I'm going to go ahead and get started. I'm going to start off with the he side and then the she side. He side, she side. It can be interchangeable because we could be interchanging our energies. So on one day you might be holding the male side of the energy, or on one day you might be holding the female side of the energy. Just take whatever resonates. Okay? So, the cards are pre-shuffled, but of course I'm going to be shuffling them additionally. What's going on with he? What's going on with he? For the he and she reading. What's going on with he or him? What is going on with he or him in this he and she reading? I'd like 3 cards to start, please. God, angels, universe, ancestor, spirit, all of the above. Please tell me. What is he doing right now? What's going on with him? Okay. So the first cards we have out, the first 3 cards for him, for he. Man of Crystals. Then we have Child of Crystals. And then we have Ecstasy. Let's go ahead and on the she side, what is she doing? What's going on with her? Okay. Do a really quick one-timer and shuffle. Alright, so now I want to know what is going on with her. What's going on with she? What is going on with she? What's happening with her October 21st, 2019? What's going on? Who is she thinking about? What is she doing? Okay. So the first 3 cards out we have for she is Woman of Wands, Ace of Wands, and then we have 4 of Cups. Now these cards are much different than the others. Okay, I want you to know that. Because the 4 of Cups in this deck, the word represents anger. Okay? But nonetheless, let's move forward and find out what is going on in this situation. This is from the Voyager Tarot deck, okay? Now, the Man of Crystals. In this picture, or on this card, it says inventor, okay? And the inventor is somebody who wants to make things happen, obviously. They want to bring about something. They want to bring something to fruition, right? And with this Man of Crystals, this man wants to make things happen for sure, okay? like a crystal does, it generates new parts of it, right? So there's new perceptions. Like you can come up with new ideas and stuff, right? So it's like it's like a scientist who's experimenting different things, maybe exploring the realms of their mind. Okay. So, like with crystals, you can use it in so many different ways. You can use it for healing. You can use it in electronics. You can use it negatively or positively. But, you can use it so many ways. So, with ideas, what's happening is this person, this man, is trying to come up with certain ideas in his mind on how they can improve a situation, how something can benefit them, right? How can they get past something? And then we have the child of crystals, and this is a learner. So as he's being the man of crystals and he's inventing things, he's learning things in the process. Okay? He's not only learning, but he's inventing. He's becoming the student and the teacher in one. Okay? So while this person is doing this, they are going within. It's like they're in their own little cave, right? Something has caught them, and now they are delving deep into studies regarding this situation. Because, the mind itself is like a cave, like a crystal cave. Crystals can also, kind of like a human gets things embedded in their DNA, the crystal always also gets things embedded in its being. Okay? So like something always is recorded in the crystal. The crystals always have recordings of the past. But with this, the child is now putting ideas, values, perceptions, and maybe even expanding their inner mind video, if you will, right? Because we collect information as we learn and we hold it there, kind of like the Akashic Records. Actually, definitely like the Akashic Records. But as this person is receiving this information, they're receiving it as if in with a child's eye, trying to learn and grasp the concept of it in the purest form. Okay, the purest form of truth. So whatever they're seeing, they're starting to believe things because they are starting to see it from a new perspective. All right. Excuse me. So next here we have the Ace of Cups. And the word ecstasy is there on this card. And ecstasy is a transcendent emotional experience, right? It's like receiving or being struck by a white light, by the divine. Okay, and while you're in the Garden of Paradise, you see the butterfly, and you see the flowers blooming, and you see the water flowing with this ecstasy card. So there's a lot of emotions here. So this person seems to be high flying, like in the clouds, like they show some clouds here. All right. And it seems that this person may be blossoming and finding a new outlook on life. And this person has been granted the grace of enjoyment and ecstasy in the situation. Okay. And this person with those waterfalls there are indicating, definitely indicating growth and the flow of emotions that can happen in a certain situation. Okay, so let's see what the Woman of Wands is going through. The Woman of Wands, her word is censor. Okay, so she might be trying to censor herself because of something that has happened, and she has much to say, but she's holding back. Okay, she's holding back, she's censoring herself from saying what it is she wants to say, because perhaps she knows that it can cause some conflict. Okay, this person also possesses a psychic sort of power. And she receives this psychic, knowledge through her perception and her antenna, right? She has an inert antenna that can read through people. She can feel the vibrations of others. And she has the mediumship and extrasensory perception that people can have. Because she has been advanced. She is slightly more advanced than he is. Okay. She has many more gifts than he has at this present time. Because he actually has the same gifts, but he does not sense it. Okay? He doesn't know. What he's doing is he's holding back on the truth. He's holding back on these things that he sees in his mind and his crystals, right? But he cannot get a grasp of it. So he's trying to push it behind him because he's in disbelief. And this runs through both of their internal nervous systems, kind of like their crystals in their minds. She has trusted her way of knowing. And she can now see through many masks. Okay? It's funny because we have on one side, I just noticed, the Woman of Wands, and then we have the Man of Crystals. Then we have the Ace of Cups and the Ace of Wands. Okay? Both of them with new beginnings somehow, right? She has been illuminated. Okay? She knows. She knows what's going on. She's had a vision, a revelation, a flash, or something has happened to trigger this insight. The hand means that she has touched upon the truth. And she has seen beyond the surface of reality. All right. So she's been illuminated, and she now sees that she can start the process of purification. She can bring back energy and produce spirituality, sexuality, and vitality all in one. She holds this light in her hand. This light that is extremely important when it comes to the love of another, relating to another, knowing what another's saying when they're speaking to her. Okay? She understands. She understands this reality. And she helps others to understand it too. Now, she also has this Four of Cups right here, and that there says anger. Her emotions are fragile, like little mini teacups, The little mini teacups that like maybe we used to have when we were children, when we would try to pretend that we were drinking tea with the king or the prince, right? Pretending to be princesses, right? But her cups are so fragile, and these cups are like her heart, and they can break or explode. Now, in this card, it represents inner conflict. And you see there's a lot of red, and there's enraged, like the stormy, muddy river that's shown. You are defensive. She is defensive, like the cactus also shown. And she needs to let her anger fall away. She needs to let the anger out, but not in an abusive way. Maybe in a way that can be transformed into some sort of creativity. She has to express her creativity. She has to express this anger in a different outlet instead of, blowing up or just being absolutely, you cannot talk to her. Okay, she is angry. All right. She could be angry at herself. She could be angry at him. But nonetheless, she is angry. Okay? And you would know why. He would know why. So, let's go ahead. Actually, let me use these ones for he. We're going to go ahead and clarify these cards. And we're going to find out what exactly they mean in each situation. This is the Man of Crystals that we'd like to know about. I would like to have a few cards to know about what the Man of Crystals is going through. What is he going through? What is he going through in this situation? The Man of Crystals. What is he going through? What can you tell us about the Man of Crystals and what he is going through? Can you give us any insight? God, angels, ancestors, universe, spirit, all of the above. Please tell us, what is this Man of Crystals going through? First, we have the Seven of Cups. What else do you have to tell us about this Man of Crystals? The Jack of Wands, Jack of Clubs. Anything else for this Man of Crystal, Spirit, God, angels, universe, ancestors, all of the above, please. Do you have anything else to say about this Man of Crystals? Thank you. We all see that, right? So, with this Man of Crystals, we can see that we have the Seven of Hearts here. And we know the Seven of Hearts is for, it's the Seven of Cups, right? And this person is thinking about all the opportunities, all the options that they have, right? And as he learns about things, he's thinking about these options and whether or not these options are actually any good for him, okay? Because he feels passion for somebody. It seems that he's facing her, right? But he has a passion for something, but he does realize that he hasn't most likely been giving too much to her. She is not the first thing on his mind at this time, because there are other things that are also present. Like this inventor, the man of crystals, is trying to devise an idea on how to do something. And this something might involve her, but it might involve something else. It might involve a child. We have the child of crystals, so he might be teaching his child. He might be the child, he might be teaching his child. You know? Let's see what this child of crystals is. What is this child of crystals on the he side of the reading? God, angels, universe, ancestors, spirit, all of the above. Please tell us. What is this child of crystals here? What is a child of crystals here? Why is it there? Is it him? Is it a child? What is all about this child of crystals, please? Child of crystals, please. Tell us about this child of crystals, please. Okay. This child of crystals, we come out first with the Six of Hearts. Now the Six of Hearts is also Six of Cups. We also have the Eight of Wands. Eight of Wands, Eight of Clubs. And then finally we have the Nine of Wands. So, this Six of Cups, it's him remembering, right? So he might be remembering from a childhood, learning things, right? Perhaps learning things from his own father. But he's bringing in thoughts of the past, okay? He's being nostalgic. He could be thinking about her. He could be thinking about his mother's relationship with him and how different it is with his relationship with her and how nurturing, caring she may have been to him. And he's looking back and he's tempted to go back to that safe environment. Okay, he's definitely tempted. But, you know, there's a problem here. There's definitely a problem. We next have this Eight of Wands, okay? And with the Eight of Wands, what do we know that usually signifies? It signifies, you know, information coming in, right? Or information that should be had, communication that should be had. Okay? This could indicate communication of something that he needs to tell somebody of his past. And this information will come in passionately. There's an action that needs to be had. Now then we have this Nine of Wands, and this represents defensiveness, patience, and perseverance. It's a card that tells us to proceed with care, okay? Proceed with caution, because you don't know how this is going to pan out. But we do know, even though this information's coming in and we must be cautious, we also know that we need to maybe sit back and think about this and ponder it before we make a step, because we need to know what the issue is. We need to know what's happening, and we want a final outcome to be positive, right? Does he? Yes, he does. But he needs to think. He wants to come in with information. He knows there can be ramifications to this information. He knows that there can be negative things come out of it, but he's wishing the best, and he knows that this is something that he must do. What about this Ace of Cups? God, universe, ancestor, spirit, all of the above. Please tell us, what about this Ace of Cups? What does this Ace of Cups, this new passionate beginning or emotional beginning, have to do with the Man of Crystals? Well, first we have the Four of Swords. Somebody needs to go within. The man wants to go within. He wants to go within. He wants things to bloom. He wants things to happen. Yet he doesn't know how to go about it. This is his wish fulfillment. What else do you have for us for this situation? Let me have one more card for this situation, please. Let me have one more card for this situation, please. God, universe, ancestor, spirit, all of the above. Please tell me what to do. One more card for this situation. Okay. Four of Clubs. So basically, somebody needs to go within. Okay? Somebody needs to go within because they want wish fulfillment in a certain situation, okay? And they know that this is their person. They feel it. They know it. Yet they're not doing anything because they're afraid of that Nine of Clubs. They're afraid of what's going to happen if I say something to this person. They want to come in quickly. They are dying to come in quickly. But they know that there will be, there might be something that they might upset somebody. And this is definitely not what they want. So, now we're going to go ahead and move on to her side of the story, right? This is her side of the story. She's got something to say too, probably. We had this Woman of Wands, this intuitive woman, this smart woman. She's very intellectual and she knows what's going on. She is able to see right through the mask of anybody who is trying to deceive her, and she is readily able to, tell this person to their face, basically. She knows what's going on. But what else does this Woman of Wands indicate here? What else is going on with her? What does she have going on with her? God, angels, universe, ancestors. What has she got going on with her? Please let us know. Oh, she's got the Six of Pentacles. So she might be diving into different situations. She might be diving into her pentacles, maybe taking on many tasks. Okay. What else do you have? Okay. I see 3 cards here, but definitely we'll put one back because I saw 2 in the beginning and I will only take 3. Well, she wants to have a new beginning in love, but she might be juggling her emotions. And what kind of emotions might those be? I'm taking it they may be emotions for another person and emotions for herself. Because I'm feeling that, Source needs her to realize her own self-worth, knowing that she is the one that she should love the most. She can forgive herself and she can move forward and have, abundance. Excuse me. And she's been giving part of herself elsewhere and trying to work on herself. But perhaps she's starting to realize that the work she puts in elsewhere has been holding her back from working on whatever she needs to work on when it comes to herself. She has a new passionate beginning. She has let something go, and she knows where she's going now. She has decided. First out was the King of Hearts. Next out, the Nine of Clubs. How interesting how he has it in the same position. I need one more card. The Five of Hearts. So she's been illuminated. She's been illuminated on this King of Hearts. And even though the information was hard for her to take, and even though he did not even give it to her, because she is this intuitive person, she knows, she had to leave him out in the cold. Because he is not allowing her to expand. She has censored herself from being irrational, rude, maybe loud, because she has found that this just does not benefit anybody, this type of action, to become angry and upset. So instead, she just went ahead with this information that she found and that she knows, and went ahead and set him out into the cold, where he can deal with his own personal problems that he has not even yet spoken to her about, because he knows that it can demolish this whole relationship. But she knows. So he never got his chance to say a word, and she went ahead and threw him to the curb. What about this Four of Cups? What about this Four of Cups for her? What is she thinking when it's in regards to this Four of Cups? Tell us about this Four of Cups, God, angels, ancestors, universe, spirit, all of the above. What do you have to say about this Four of Cups? What can you tell us? Well, first we have the Seven of Pentacles. Okay, I thought his was the Seven of Pentacles, but it was the Seven of Hearts. And then we have the Five of Swords, Five of Wands, Five of Spades, Five of Spades. And those are also the Five of Swords. One more card, please. One more card, King. Queen of Pentacles. She's going to be alone, she's going to be happy, and she's going to be abundant. Okay. So, with this Seven of Pentacles, one second, please. With the Seven of Pentacles, there could be some sort of some sort of issue with her, But she wanted to reach a goal or a milestone, and she has. She's paused to evaluate the steps. She's been through a lot, Okay? She's been through a lot. She's seen a lot. And she's brought all sorts of angers out of her because of this situation. Because, you know, it doesn't seem like it's been very good, you know, wonderful road traveled here. Somebody, you know, was a liar, and she saw that. Somebody was a user. Somebody's lifestyle just was not the same lifestyle that she anticipated on. Okay? She has decided to take the road that is not less traveled, because she has traveled here before on this road of success. She's done it plenty of times. She has made her own roads, and she has succeeded many of times. But when she met him, it seemed like all these things that she fought for were lost. And now she sees. Now she knows. Now she has learned her lesson. And she's choosing to move forward. And she's choosing to love herself in this situation. Right? Because that is the best person to love. Always love yourself. Because if you don't, you're going to end up in these situations. All right. So let's move on. What other stories, what other information do you have in this story of he and she for October 21st, 2018? Let me have 3 cards for his side, for he, for him. Please allow me to have 3 cards. Okay, well, the first card out we have is, of course, the devil. Right? What else do you have to say about this devil? The Emperor. All right? The Emperor. And then, what else do you have to say about this Emperor? What do you have to say about this Emperor? Page of Wands. Oops, I'm sorry, my bad. These were the 3 cards that were to go this way. Okay. There we are. Alright, so this is what we have for his side. Now let's see what she has on her side. What does she have for her side? Tell us what she has on her side for October 21st, 2019. What's going on with her? Well, first of all, we have the 2 of Pentacles again on this side. How interesting. And then we have the 10 of Wands. Burdens. Juggling and burdens on her side. Wow. I need one more card for her side to let us know what's going on in this part of the story. Okay, well, we have 7 of Wands. Isn't that deception, you guys? Well, so when it comes to him, we have the devil here. So this person is chained to something. There is an addiction. There is something that he is chained to, that he is stuck to. It could be her. But it could also be drugs and alcohol or anything that is not, doing very good for him. It could be sex. Okay? But he is trying to play like he's the emperor. Maybe he is. Maybe he is the emperor. Maybe he does hold all these qualities now, but he just has a few extra things that is not needed or beneficial in his life. Even though he might think it is. Universe might not. Okay? You could be married and you could have all the qualities of the emperor and you can have the women, but not necessarily is a good thing, right? Because when you have married and women in the same section, in the same sentence, that doesn't belong there. Those words don't belong in the same sentence, right? And then we have this Page of Wands. Okay, and this could be somebody who just happens to be young, right? So he might be young, or there might be a young person in the environment. Okay? This could be maybe his child, or he could be revisiting childhood wounds. But this person is a creative person. And, his energy is still young, but it's powerful. And this person has a lot of creativity in him. But he can't let that creativity go for some reason or move ahead because of the devil. Whatever it is, it's got him chained or holding on to him. She may be holding on to him. Okay? And then we have this Two of Pentacles on her side once again, where she needs to censor herself. Because perhaps this juggling is a burden for her. She can't hang out with him anymore. It's too much to hang out with him and then to deal with her own life. It's too much. It's a burden. She doesn't want to carry that burden anymore. She doesn't want to look at the horse. He's tired. Poor thing. Right? That horse is tired. It doesn't want to deal with, him anymore. The horse is saying, please, Rover or Roger or whatever, Mr. Ed calls his master, please, let's get out of here. Let's work on us now. In that horsey voice, Wilbur. He's saying, come on, Wilbur, let's get out of here. This is burnt out. I am tired of this. This is weak. Weak AF, right? Super weak. And Mr. Ed just wants to get the heck out and turn around and go the other way. And maybe it's time that we listen to Mr. Ed, right? Because, in the future, there's going to be struggle and conflict. This person is outnumbered. But even though he's outnumbered, he seems to have the upper hand in everything, all right? She is the one with the upper hand, right? I'm saying he because I see the little guy on the card, but we're talking about she, all right? Like you see him, but this is her on the horse. Mr. Ed is the horse, and you are Wilbur, she, okay? So you're putting it behind you. You don't want to juggle between your life and his life. You don't want to be carrying this burden anymore. You don't want to fight anymore. You don't care about all these people you always got to fight off because of him. You're not doing it anymore. You're not doing it anymore. I'm going to put you guys on hold for 1 second. Thank you. Okay. So now we're going to find out what this devil on his side really is all about. What is this devil on his side really about? God, angels, universe. It's about the Queen of Clubs, the Queen of Wands. What else do you have to tell us? We have the Ten of Cups. Finally, what else do you have to tell us about this Queen of Wands and this juggling, or this, I'm sorry, this devil energy? One more card, please. We have the Five of Spades, which is like the Five of Swords, right? So this devil energy involves the Queen of Wands. So this might be somebody that this person is connected to. And the Queen of Wands is passionate, or he might be carrying that Queen of Wands energy of passion. Passion for this devil energy. Maybe he is with this Queen of Wands who has brought him his Ten of Cups. And so this is why he continues to stay in that energy, in that devil energy. Okay? But when it comes to this Five of Swords, he feels betrayal with this person. This is someone who cheats and uses an unfair advantage to win. So this Queen of Wands can be holding him back into this relationship. She might be a cheater. She might be using an unfair advantage to win. It could be with money. So she is hurting him and keeping whatever she wants. You know, that's shallow victory. It's almost like he has been stabbed in the back, yet he still hangs on. But he looks back. He looks back to the past. You know? He's looked back into the past and is wondering, why the hell am I here? What did I do? Where did I put the cards? Okay. So, with that being said, you know, what is this Emperor card here for? If he's not happy in love, it wouldn't seem that he'd be happy in this and be the Emperor. He might be, you know, the King of Swords, the King of Wands, and the King of Pentacles, but he's not the King of Cups. So how is this Emperor here? Let's find out. Why is this Emperor here? Who is this Emperor? Who is this Emperor in his side of the reading? Who is this Emperor? Three of Pentacles. Perhaps somebody he's working with. Three of Pentacles. Well, we also have the Nine of Pentacles. This involves a single person who is financially stable, who can do whatever it is they need to do on their own. And then we have this Three of Clubs, Three of Wands, somebody who is looking at the past, looking at, actually not looking at the past, but looking for their ships to come in. They're waiting for something. They could be waiting for her. But for right now, all we see is that he is waiting for something. He is stable, financially stable. He can take care of himself. He doesn't need another person. But he's working on something. Okay? What is this Page of Wands right here? What is this Page of Wands right here? Well, first out, we have the Ace of Swords. some truth and clarity needs to come out. What needs to come out? What needs to come out in this situation? I just need 2 more cards, please. God, angels, universe, ancestors, please let me know what is going on with this 8 of Swords in his life. Wow. This Ace of Swords. Tell me about it. Here we go. So first out, we have this 5 of Cups. Somebody may have told their truth, and now they're left out in the cold. Either way, whatever was told, whatever has happened, they are left out in the cold. And then we have this 6 of Wands. Somebody may feel there is a victory here, but do they feel that victory really? Who is the one that feels the victory here? Especially if there's deception. So maybe, okay, maybe the truth has come out about a certain situation, and he was thrown out into the cold. But then he might feel that there's victory here, because whoever threw him out in the cold was not she. It was someone else. And it could have been this Queen of Wands right here holding that energy. Because over here we have the Queen of Pentacles energy. Somebody who's financially stable, who can take care of themselves, who's not all up in her feelings, you know? Or maybe not anymore. Perhaps she was in the past. But he feels a victory in this situation, and perhaps it's because he wanted to get out of that situation. Maybe it was something he wanted to get out, and he's finally celebrating because he feels that he is victorious over this situation because he's been wanting to get out. Okay. So next we're going to see what this 2 of Pentacles on her side's about. What is this 2 of Pentacles on her side? What else do you have for us? I would like to have 3 cards, please. There we are. So first we had out the 8 of Wands. And the next card most visible we have is the 9 of Pentacles. And then we have the Ace of Swords. Ace of Swords. So information did come out. Information has come out. Information has come out that she has stated that she is fine on her own. Okay? She has told truth in what she feels is fair and just. She's done it in a compassionate way. But truth has come out. Okay? Truth has definitely come out. She's got ideas of her own. What is this 10 of Wands here? Well, first we have Jack of Cups, Jack of Hearts. And then we have this Queen of Wands again. Let me get one more card for this. One more card for this situation. Let me get one more card. Ace of Clubs. So she found that this was a really, you know, this is a burden. But she still holds that Knight of Wands energy, that energy of love coming in, because she is looking over there at he. This woman over here is different from this woman. She is looking away from her, but she is looking towards him. So she still has passion for him. She still wants a new beginning with him. But, as the main card here says, It's a burden. It's not exactly what she thought it was going to be. What about this Seven of Wands here? What about this Seven of Wands here? We have the Six of Wands, or Six of Swords, and then we have the Nine of Swords. Six of Clubs, Nine of Clubs. Let me get one more card. Let me get one more card for this row. Let me get one more card for this row, please. Final card. Seven of Swords. Wow. All right. So we have this Six of Swords. So she's moving away from something. She's moving away from the past, from his past, or from the past with him, actually. And she's sad, and she's sad she's leaving it behind. And she is just done with it, and she's leaving the swords behind. Okay? She's leaving it behind. She doesn't want to deal with this anymore. There's some guilt and anguish and regret for what she's done, and she knows that she has to forgive herself. She kind of feels, you know, maybe she's going through a little depression and sadness. Maybe she doubts her future. She fears what's going to happen. She needs to move on, okay? She needs to move on from whatever this is. She needs to move forward because, you know, if she doesn't, she's going to be stuck. And the Seven of Swords right here indicates deception. She has been deceived. She's been deceived and she knows it. But it's so hard to let go. But she must. Okay. So I'm going to go through 3 more cards in this, and we're going to find out what the final outcome of this story is. This sad story. Somebody's trying to move ahead. Somebody wants to come in. You know, it's so difficult right now. There's a lot of sadness going on right now. Sadness and despair. So this final row is going to tell us currently what this final outcome will be. God, angels, universe, ancestors, please tell us what the final outcome of this is for on his side. What is the final, what is the final outcome on his side? Well, first, actually, we have the High Priest. Then we have the Wheel of the Year, which I think is the Wheel of Fortune. And finally, we have the Moon. Let's see what's going on her side. What is the final outcome for her side? Final outcome for her side, please. What is the final outcome for her side? Excuse me. The first card that came out is the Nine of Cups. She will find her way. She's a little smug, but I don't think it's smug over the situation. I think it's smug that she knows she can do it. She wants to bring it forth, but it's difficult. We have the Five of Cups here. She's crying over spilt milk right now. Finally, the Lovers. Oh my gosh, you guys! You're killing me! Okay. Let's go ahead and find out what all this stuff means. Oh my gosh. Just like you, I'm looking for answers, you guys. I'm in the same boat as you guys. So, on his side, we have the High Priestess. All right. The High Priestess, it represents like mystery, intuition. Or I'm sorry, this is the High Priest. Oh, my bad. My bad. The High Priest. Not the High Priestess, but the High Priest. Okay. So here they're indicating this is the Hierophant. The High Priest is the Hierophant, okay? And this is a person that holds up religious standards. Okay, he holds two keys, the day and the night key, right? And that's what it's showing right here. You know, he's got the day and the night key right there. He's got the intuition and the magical powers over the day and the night. All right? He's very religious. Okay? And this cross that he holds, it's called a triple cross staff, right? This is found in so many religions. And this is a cross that signifies the unlocking of wisdom and higher truths. So remember at the beginning we have the inventor. He knows a lot of stuff, but he's still the learner. And I think he has learned now the wisdom and higher truths. All right? Wisdom and higher truths. This is all major arcanas for him on this side as the ending here, the solution, or whatever is going to be the outcome, right? We have this Wheel of Fortune or the Wheel of the Year. So perhaps this all might happen within this year. You know? Maybe whatever's going on in his mind, he believes will happen this year, or the universe is saying it's going to happen this year. And this represents fate and destiny, opportunities, changes in luck, vision and enlightenment. But you know, it can turn in a good way or it can turn in a bad way. It all depends on whether or not this devil energy gets out of the system, right? This is how I feel. This could be a life-changing opportunity for this person. And this wheel is going to turn the way destiny wants it to turn, and it wants it to turn into a good direction for him. But it all depends on free will, because remember, we all have free will, so we need to know. Well, we don't know actually what he's thinking, right? And then look at there. Look at what we have there. We have the moon, right? And this is a card of dreams, subconscious, psychic abilities, also intuition. And this is like a moon goddess here. Okay? And she is looking to find her inner voice and reach higher levels of enlightenment. So he might be carrying this energy. And just like the phases of the moon, our emotions change all the time. I know mine do. But with this card, she's searching. Do you see how she's searching? She's searching and the wolves are behind her. They're watching her. But she knows that she has to make this journey alone. And it's something that she's going after. Look, right above the celebration card, Six of Wands. She is thinking of victory. Then we have this Nine of Cups here. This woman, she finally becomes abundant. She's happy. She doesn't need, or she might find somebody who fills her cup with love. She might know of somebody. She's looking down at the table at it. She's thinking about it. But in reality, she knows that it's gone. Or is it? She's crying over the cups that have spilled, but doesn't realize, look, You have 2 more cups right there. Fill them up. Perhaps she doesn't know who to fill them up with. But the universe is saying to her, do not fret, because your love is coming in soon. We have the Lover's card here, and this is finding that love, cherishing that love, being in love. Don't y'all love being in love? When you're in love, you're at your happiest, right? This is destiny. This is God, angels, universe, ancestors, whoever it is you pray to is telling you here, this is your destiny. The lovers, to be in love and to find love. And it seems as if there's an angel in the background, so maybe an angel is leading your love your way. Isn't that beautiful? Isn't that beautiful, but so hard to get to that point, right? This is so complicated, don't you think? I do. So much complication here. You know what? I'd like to thank you guys for coming and joining me here today for this reading to try and find answers, you know. Whatever resonates, keep it. And what doesn't, just let it go. But we all see that there is answers here. And we can get through them. We know we can, right? So I'd like to thank you for coming today. Please subscribe, like, share, and comment on these videos. I'd like to know if anything resonated with anybody. I'd like to know if I'm doing a good job for you guys, because I do appreciate you, and I'm dying to find answers for you, just like I'm dying to find answers for myself. I appreciate all of you. I love all of you, and I only want the best for everyone who comes to these readings. Please comment below if you have anything. If you would like a personal reading, I'm also available for that. Just email the link or email the email below. There's information below. But for now, I'd like to thank you for coming, and I love you all, and I'm sending out love and light and peace and honesty to everyone. And hopefully you can get whatever you guys come for. Answers, peace, love, and harmony. My name is Mona, and you found Kaleidoscope Dreams Tarot. I welcome you, and I hope to see you again next time. Thanks for coming.